بتعيش كذا صح؟ Alright, الحين أكلم نفسي شو دقيقة. Alright guys, so we're back with another motovlogger adventure here in Yemen, and I had this vlog all set up, this motovlog all set up from far away. I was on my way here and I was explaining the situation, what I was gonna do and whatnot. And then when I finally got here, it wasn't recording, and I'm like, oh man, like it's stuck. Like I have the GoPro HD Hero 2, and sometimes it does that. So basically, let me explain to you what's going on right now. So right now I'm at a very busy intersection. Sometimes when you've been watching my videos, you'll see like a lot of motorists that just post up in the middle of the street and they're just sitting on their bikes and they're just, you know, just chilling and whatnot. What these motorists are doing is that they're waiting for passengers. So pedestrians will walk by and say, hey, I need to go to this place real fast, and then you just hop on the back and you just go. It's a lot more convenient than getting on one of these buses, because these buses cost about a quarter, like US dollars, 0.25 cents. But if you want to get on one of these motorcycles, you'll get there faster. You know, lane split, filter, you'll get there a lot faster, a lot more convenient, but it's going to cost you a little more too. So yeah, so one day I was just, you know, in my apartment, and I was like, hey, you know what, one day I'll dress up like really awkwardly, like, and stick out like a sore thumb. If you can tell, I got my like motocross gear on, and I got my Alpine Star boots, and I got some gloves and my helmet and my GoPro. I'm like, hey, you know what, let me just post up next to these motorcyclists and just sit like them and see what happens. See if I can pick up some passengers and see if I can make some money. They usually make around 2,000 to 3,000 Yemeni riyals a day. If they really hustle, they could probably make more, but that's 3,000 riyals averages around to $15 a day, basically. So these guys are basically feeding their families and feeding themselves on $15 a day, you know. And sometimes they'll come out here from early morning, like 7, 8 or o'clock, and they probably work until like until the noon prayer, pray, eat, and then come back out after the mid-afternoon prayer, which is around 3:30, and then work until basically night, you know. Some people do it all day, some people only do it in shifts, and you know, however money they make that day, if they're satisfied, you know, they'll just leave. So that's basically it. So I just decided just to post up here and see if I can find some work. Ah, man, this is extremely awkward, but it is what it is, you know. It'll make up for some great, hilarious footage. I just decided to come out here and see if I can sit here and wait for a passenger. يعني باليوم كم تحصل؟ الله يعينك. Subhanallah. So I was asking him, how much do you usually make around in a day? He said 1,000 to 1,500 Yemeni riyals a day, which is basically like $5 and like some change. It's kind of sad. It's really sad, man. I mean, this is basically, you know, their livelihood. You know, they'll make a huge investment and they'll work their butts off for however many years and purchase a motorcycle. And these motorcycles average around $800 to $1,200. And you know, once they make that purchase, man, it's all about, you know, working. You know, it's not like, you know, if you're in the UK, America, Canada, or Australia and whatnot, you know, you buy a motorcycle because, oh, it's fun for the freedom and all this talk. Not saying that's a bad thing, but I'm just saying, I'm trying to give you guys a different perspective on why people purchase motorcycles out here. These people purchase motorcycles solely for work, just to make a living, you know. So some people are on Suzuki AX100s, some people are on Chinese-made, no-name brand motorcycles that I've never heard of, and some people have MotoGP gearing, and some people have regular gearing, and some are kickstart, some are electric start. Like this one here is a electric start. So yeah, man, that's the reality of Yemen, guys. I mean, these people here are just are working, you know, trying to make a living. But I see one person with a helmet on. He's right there in front of me. That's like a I wouldn't even call it. It's not even full face or a half face helmet. It's just like a regular like helmet, and then like with a visor. I mean, you got to give respect to that guy, man. At least he's like somewhat conscious about his safety, you know. You know, a lot of you might just go ahead and make the assumption like, hey, these guys aren't wearing any gear. There's a reason why they're not wearing any gear. That's because they can't afford it. Some of these guys can't afford it. I'm sure they love to have, you know, the newest Alpine Star gloves and the newest Valentino Rossi AGV helmet, but unfortunately these guys can't afford you know, gear. So they work with what they got, you know. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be here any longer. I might be on my way, but I just decided to come here and give you guys just a heads up on what actually occurs in Yemen, you know, and how motorcyclists make their living, you know. This guy next to me on my left was kind enough to talk to me and give me a little insight on his life and whatnot. I had you know, I had everything set up, you know. I was recording a little ways earlier, and I had me all like, you know, pulling up and whatnot. It was I was getting some pretty hilarious reactions, but come to find out my GoPro wasn't recording. So GoPro HD Hero 2, it's been reliable, man, but like ever since I've had it, I had it since it basically came out, and now it's all of a sudden giving me problems, you know. Like sometimes it'll just stop recording out of nowhere. But I've actually reformatted the memory card right now, and now it seems like it's recording just fine. So yeah, it's flashing red. But yeah, I mean, look, how long we've been standing here, guys? Like, I'd say 15, 20 minutes. I only started recording like 10 minutes ago, and I haven't had a passenger yet, you know. Some people you know, some people be here for a very long time until they get a passenger, you know. It's rough out here. It's a rough life. This kind motorcyclists are letting ninjas pass by. So you know, that's the reality of Yemen, guys. It's rough out here, man. It's a rough life for these people, man. I mean, just for me to come out here and try to capture a glimpse of what goes on and share it with you guys, you know, maybe, you know, it'll change your perception on Yemenites, you know. You know, Yemen in general just gets a lot of negative attention in the media and whatnot, and unfortunately a lot of Americans grew up hating the Middle East and with ignorance, you know, with just having a bad taste in their mouth in terms of what the Middle East is all about. But in actuality, people who are watching my videos, my subscribers, these people are human beings, you know. They're just like me and you. They're just here trying to make a living. They're trying to live, trying to feed their families, trying to live like normal people, you know. It's just unfortunate that they're been put in a state where you know, dictatorship rules and there's corruption, and there's not hold on, two stories are also going by. Let him go by so I can talk. They've just been put in a state where, you know, the infrastructure is not built around them, you know, no government support, and just corruption all around. I don't want to get into detail. I don't want to get into too much detail on the situation here in Yemen, but just in general, guys, it's rough out here, man. So yeah, that's about it, man. Kind of don't know when to end this, you know. Like, I kind of don't want to end this video. I kind of just want to stay here and forever record and show you guys what Yemen is all about. So